This little blue jar might be one of the most misunderstood skincare products in your house. People use it for everything from dry lips to wrinkles to eyelashes, and some of those hacks are honestly useless. But used the right way, Vaseline can make dry, dull-looking skin feel softer, smoother, and much more comfortable without a complicated routine. The key is knowing what it actually does. Vaseline does not add moisture to your skin. It locks moisture in. And in this video, I'm sharing 7 genuinely useful ways to use it. From a dry skin trick that gives you that fresh, healthy-looking glow by morning, to the one Vaseline hack you should stop believing right now. Let's start with the biggest mistake almost everyone makes. Tip 1. The glow trick. Use it last. If you put Vaseline on completely dry skin and expect magic, it can feel greasy and do almost nothing. That is because Vaseline is not a water-based moisturizer. It is petroleum jelly, an occlusive that forms a protective layer on top of the skin. So here is the right order. Cleanse your face. Apply your usual moisturizer. Then, while your skin is still slightly damp, use the tiniest amount of Vaseline as your final step. Think of it like putting a lid on a glass of water. It helps stop moisture from escaping while you sleep. By morning, dry skin can look smoother, softer, and more plump. This is often called slugging. But do not start by putting a thick layer all over your face. If you are oily or acne-prone, try it only on dry areas first, like your cheeks, around your nose, or flaky patches. The goal is not to look shiny. The goal is to wake up with skin that feels comfortable. Tip 2. The overnight lip rescue. If your lips are always dry, flaky, or cracking, this is probably the easiest trick in the whole video. Before bed, apply a generous layer of Vaseline to clean lips. That's it. It works because it helps seal in moisture overnight when you are not constantly eating, drinking, or wiping it away. And if your lips are peeling, please do not scrub them aggressively or keep picking at them. That usually makes them more irritated. Instead, gently soften any loose flakes with a damp cloth, then apply Vaseline. Use it as your overnight lip mask. One important reminder, Vaseline is not sunscreen. In the daytime, especially outdoors, use an SPF lip balm too. Soft lips at night, SPF in the day. Easy. Tip 3. The socks on heel treatment. If your heels are rough enough to catch on your socks, this one is for you. After a shower, when your feet are clean and still slightly damp, apply Vaseline to your heels and any rough areas. Then put on clean cotton socks and leave them on overnight. The socks are not the glamorous part, but they are the part that makes this practical. They keep the Vaseline on your feet instead of all over your bed sheets. You can do the same thing for dry hands using cotton gloves. It is especially useful in winter, after lots of hand washing, or when your cuticles are dry and splitting. Try it 2 or 3 nights a week. Tip 4. Give minor cuts a better healing environment. This tip is not flashy, but it is useful. For small, clean, everyday cuts, shaving nicks, scrapes, or cracks in dry skin, Vaseline can help prevent the area from drying into a hard scab. First, gently clean the area with soap and water. Then, apply a small amount of Vaseline. If needed, cover it with a clean bandage. That is all. The idea is to keep minor wounds comfortably moist while your skin does its normal healing work. But let's be very clear, this is only for small, clean injuries. If a cut is deep, dirty, infected, swollen, very painful, caused by an animal bite or not getting better, do not rely on Vaseline. Get medical help. Simple product. Sensible limits. Tip 5. The Sensitive Corners Shield. This is one of my favorite practical skincare tips. If you use retinol, retinoids, exfoliating acids, or acne treatments, you may notice that the corners of your nose, mouth, and eyes get dry or irritated first. Before applying your active product, put a tiny amount of Vaseline on those sensitive corners. Not everywhere, just the areas that always get cranky. Then, apply your active product where you actually want it, keeping it away from the Vaseline-covered spots. It acts like a small protective buffer. This is especially helpful when you are starting a new active ingredient or using it more often than usual. But do not use this trick to ignore burning, swelling, or a serious reaction. If your skin becomes painful or very irritated, stop using the product and get professional advice. Healthy skincare should challenge your routine, not hurt your face. Tip 6. Remove stubborn makeup without scrubbing. Waterproof mascara and long-wear eyeliner can turn makeup removal into a fight. And the more you rub around your eyes, the more irritated that skin can become. Instead, take a very small amount of Vaseline on a cotton pad or clean fingertip. Gently massage it over stubborn makeup for a few seconds, keeping it out of your eyes. Then wipe softly with a damp cotton pad or a soft cloth. Afterward, wash your face with your usual cleanser. That last step matters. You do not want makeup and product residue sitting on your skin overnight. No harsh scrubbing, no pulling at your lashes, no red angry eye area. Just gentle removal and a proper cleanse. Tip 7. Your cold weather barrier. Cold wind, dry air, and winter weather can make your skin feel tight, rough, and uncomfortable. Before you step outside, apply a thin layer of Vaseline to the places that dry out first, usually lips, the corners of the nose, and dry cheek patches. It creates a protective layer that can help reduce moisture loss while you're outside. This is especially helpful on cold walks, windy days, or when indoor heating has made your skin extra dry. But here is another reminder worth repeating. Vaseline is not sunscreen. If it is daytime, your sunscreen goes on first. Vaseline is only an extra protective layer for dry spots, not your sun protection. The one Vaseline hack to stop believing. Now, for the popular myth. Vaseline does not make your eyelashes grow. It can make lashes look glossy for a few hours. That is it. It does not make them longer. It does not make them thicker. And you should be careful not to get it inside your eyes. It also does not erase wrinkles, cure acne, or replace sunscreen. What it can do is make dry skin look smoother temporarily because it helps skin hold onto moisture. That is already useful. You do not need to turn it into a miracle product. The simple Vaseline formula. So, let's recap. For dry-looking skin, apply a tiny amount as your final step over moisturizer on slightly damp skin. For lips, use it overnight and use SPF lip balm in the daytime. For heels, hands, and cuticles, apply it after washing and cover with socks or gloves overnight. For small, clean cuts, clean first, apply a small amount, and cover if needed. For strong skincare actives, protect the sensitive corners of your nose and mouth. For stubborn makeup, use a tiny amount. Remove gently, then cleanse. For cold weather, use a thin layer on dry patches, but never instead of sunscreen. One simple blue jar. 7 useful ways to use it. Closing. The best skincare products are not always the most expensive ones. Sometimes the product sitting at the back of your drawer is useful because it does one basic job really well. It helps lock moisture in and protect dry skin. Which of these Vaseline tips are you going to try first? Tell me in the comments. And if you want more honest skincare tips without the hype, like this video and subscribe. I'll see you in the next Skin Secret.